Thank you very much. Shane Beach, today's public address announcer here at Bartels Road Gymnasium. I'm John Arter, and my partner is Tom Kendra. We're ready to bring you two big games here against Glen Oaks. Tom, it looks like they're taking on Glen Oaks. Glen Oaks is winless thus far. It might be a good time for the Jayhawks to continue to get healthy. They're on the leaderboard, but you can't take it for granted.
Well, that's right. It's sort of a different feel for this game, John, than the last two. Jayhawks have won 2 in a row here on Saturdays. You'd love to make it 3. Those other ones against Grand Rapids and Lansing, maybe they were more evenly matched. Here, the Jayhawks heavily favored. Let's see how they respond.
As we're set for the tip. Laying it up and in is Mattis.
Great start there for the Jayhawks. You know, we look at our roster with just 8 girls. Maybe feel a little bad, but Glen Oaks only has 5 players.
And with the rebound is Bowles. Bowles will wait for her teammates. In the corner, pass right down low. Hale Sandefur, double teamed. A whistle. And traveling is called instead of the foul. Now Glen Oaks brings it down the court. Taylor leaves it there. Three-point shot is blocked. Now Mattis quickly ahead. Laying it up and in is Brown. And
Amanda Parker, I know, whenever you play an opponent that has nobody on the bench, you want to run. And good job that time by Matos getting it up the court to Brown for an easy bucket.
Oh, an almost steal there by Bowles, but Glen Oaks maintains possession. And a steal by Brown. Sam Taylor ahead. Mattis on the far side. Now Taylor. Ball is stolen by Cardiel. Taylor. Glen Oaks slows it down. Pitts driving baseline. Off the side of the backboard. Bowles retrieves it. Pass too long. Intended for Brown. It'll be Glen Oaks' ball.
Matos with a good job there looking ahead, but just a little high on that pass inside. But again, like I mentioned earlier, John, Amanda Parker and assistant Jaron Edsel, they want to see the Jayhawks get the ball and take off and go with it as much as possible. Wear down these Vikings, just 5 strong.
Now McMillan, top of the key. Checked by Brown. Pitts puts up a long 3, in and out. Rebounded, Hale Sandefur. I think they might be calling travel on the Jayhawks. Unless it's a possession arrow in favor of Glen Oaks. Call it a tied up ball, and inbound pass goes out of bounds, Jayhawk ball. 7:36 left to go here in the first quarter. Jayhawks up by 4. John Arter and Tom Kendra. Taylor, rebounded by Bowles, puts it up and in.
There's Delaney Bowles, John, doing her thing. She is a very impressive interior player, 6-foot freshman out of Reese Puffer, and just a great inside force for the Jayhawks.
Now Pitts from the free throw line. Shot rebounded by Brown. Jayhawks quickly ahead. Taylor off the iron and in. Sam Taylor.
8-0 Jayhawks, John. Already you can see MCC beating Glen Oaks down the floor, and that's only going to continue, I would think, without any subs for the Vikings.
Now McMillan working on Brown. She leaves it for Pitts. Pitts on the far wing. It's almost like their offense is trying to get some air. And there's a steal on the near side. Now Brown misses the layup, but Bowles is there to clean it up. And we have a timeout, 6:16 left to go here in the first quarter. It's all Muskegon, 10-0 over Glen Oaks. John Arter and Tom Kendra back here at Bartels Rody Gymnasium. Jayhawks lead Glen Oaks 10-0. And those of you that were worried about the Jayhawks having Wednesday's game canceled, being a little rusty, they're not. They're playing well. Taylor. Pitts nails a three. First points for Glen Oaks.
The Vikings are on the board there. Serena Pitts, she's all the way from Orlando, Florida.
Wow, must like the weather up here. There's an offensive board there by Brown. Now Sam Taylor, back to Mattis. Bowles. In and out. Rebounded there by Esseltine. Taylor. Good defense there by Sam Taylor of Muskegon. Pitts, another three-point shot. Mattis with a rebound. Ahead to Bowles. Bowles puts it in.
Yeah, you mentioned that weather, John. Today it's 40 degrees and sunny. It almost feels spring-like. But we're starting to see some fans roll in here to Bartels Road Gymnasium. These really should come out. Jayhawks are 10-5, looking very good.
Yes. Assistant coach Jaron Edsel, who's an avid golfer, he looked at the weather and said, you know, it's almost good enough to golf. And he's right.
I like the way that man thinks.
Yeah. Foul on Bowles. First foul on either team.
Substitutions, John, coming in for the Jayhawks. That's a luxury that the Vikings don't have today.
Right.
So Jayhawks will use all 8 of their players, try to wear down the Vikings.
Rebound by Hale Sandifer. Williams. Far corner. Top of the key. Artis Williams over to Brown. Pass too far. Now Tiara Williams. Another offensive board, another look, too hard. And this time Farrell is fouled by Pitts.
You know, a great look inside that time from Tiara Williams down to Shea Sandifer. Wasn't able to convert, but you know, cleaning up the offensive boards there were the Jayhawks.
Yes. Farrell misses the first free throw. And off the rim on the second. Cardiel. Esseltine. Now Esseltine looking for some room. Low pass down in the post. Her shot is rebounded by Brown. Williams. Foul on Esseltine. That's her first, team second.
That was the one lineup change, John, coming into today. Tiara Williams coming off the bench for the Jayhawks. Shea Sandifer getting the start. And I like that change. Tiara Williams brings so much energy such a
Yes.
high octane player. Kind of nice having her come in off the bench, maybe spark the Jayhawks if they need it.
She misses on both. 2 offensive boards by Farrell. A little hook shot doesn't go along the baseline. Pitts on the far wing. 3-point shot by Taylor doesn't go. Hale Sandifer with a rebound. Williams to Williams. Turnaround jumper is good by Hale Sandifer. 14-3.
MCC half-court offense looks very good, John. A lot of movement. They're getting a lot of good shots. They've missed a lot of easy shots, but they're shooting the ball very well.
Now Pitts. The spin move by McMillan. Turnaround jumper, short. Long pass ahead to Williams. Right back to Farrell. A little left-hand hook doesn't go. Farrell's missed a few point-blank range. Pitts drives the baseline. And Tiara Williams with a steal. 3-on-2. Nice bounce pass. Laying it up and in. Hale Sandifer.
Again, nice job of execution by the Jayhawks. They're really good passing so far this game. Sharing the ball well. Getting a lot of good shots. Like you said, they've missed some easy ones, but still having their way here.
Yes. They're up by 13. Little hook pass. And up and in by Taylor.
Just the second basket of the game for the Vikings.
Artis Williams on the near wing. Tiara Williams. Brown. 3-point shot is good. Good ball movement there, Tom. To move it around and get the open shot.
Yeah, Ayanna Brown continuing to play well. She had an outstanding game last week. She is a freshman out of Fruitport High School.
Artis Williams ahead to Brown. Tiara Williams. 4 good passes, and it was an easy bucket for the Jayhawks.
That's right, and I got to believe, John, again, we mentioned last week, but having, eight players, 6 of them are right here from the Muskegon area. They really play well together.
Tiara Williams with the rebound. Ball's tipped away. Chased down there by Hale Sandifer. Farrell. Tiara Williams. Rebounded by McMillan. Quick pass ahead. Asseltine off the iron. Jayhawks quickly back down the court. Bad pass by Tiara Williams. And that's the end of the quarter here at Bartels Rotary Gymnasium. Our score is Muskegon 21, Glen Oaks 5. At the end of the first quarter, it's 21-5. Tom, boy, full domination by the Jayhawks, taking advantage of their offense.
Oh, for sure. And, coming into the game, you figured with Glen Oaks with just 5 players that eventually MCC would wear them down. Well, they haven't wasted any time right from the beginning, out to a 10-0 start and comfortably in charge of this game, 21-5 after the first 10 minutes.
And as you mentioned, some very unselfish passing the ball around instead of just trying to go one-on-one, and it gives them a wide open shot.
That's right. At the timeout there, Coach Amanda Parker was reminding her team, obviously they're playing a shorthanded team, but they don't want to be careless and get sloppy. They want to continue to execute well.
Taylor, pass down low, ball tipped out of bounds off of Muskegon. (19 on the shot clock. Pitts. Pass is stolen by Tiara Williams. Along the near side, Tiara. The layup doesn't go. And looks like we'll have a blocking foul. On Pitts, that's her second.
You know, you look at the situation here, John, with Glen Oaks with just 5 players. That can happen at this level of basketball through, ineligibilities and injuries.
Right.
MCC has had a few injuries already. Calissa Williams, a big loss to the team, and Brooke Larrabee. But it's what's really going to be important is from here on in that the Jayhawks are able to stay healthy. They only have 8. We don't want to go down to 7 or 6.
Right. Tiara Williams misses on the first. And off the back of the iron, Jayhawks get the rebound. Mattis on the top of the key. Tiara Williams to Artis. And we have a 3-second call. Sam Taylor was in the lane too long.
That's not a call you see very often anymore in basketball. You almost forget about the 3 seconds in the lane. It's not enforced very often, but if you really look at it, it seems like you could call it almost every time.
Right. McMillan. Bounce pass down into the post, and it's stolen by Artis Williams. Mattis. 2-3 zone defense for Glen Oaks, trying to save that energy. Pass down low, put it up and in. This time Farrell nails it. Gets her first 2 of the game.
Again, John, the passing of the Jayhawks have been very impressed with so far. Great entry pass into Farrell. Janaea Farrell getting some extra minutes today, 5'11" freshman out of OV. As she plays more, she'll get more comfortable, more confidence, and she could become an inside force for the Jayhawks.
Mattis to Artis Williams. Artis Williams through the lane, back to Tiara Williams. Baseline jumper doesn't go. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Muskegon.
Tiara Williams off the mark there with her jump shot. She's such an athletic player. I'm sure Coach Parker would like to see her driving to the basket more. Tiara Williams, Ayanna Brown, and Artrice Williams, just 3 very athletic players for the Jayhawks.
McMillan holds on to the ball, and ball goes out of bounds off of Muskegon. Sam Taylor with the defense on the far side in front of the bench. 11 on the shot clock.
Delaney Bowles finally coming back into the game. She's not in foul trouble, but I think Coach Parker just wanted Janaea Farrell to get a little extra playing time, and now Bowles is back.
There's a steal by Mattis on the inbound pass. Mattis puts it up and in, and she's fouled. Cardiel gets called for her first foul. Mattis at the line. Attempted the 3-point play. Free throw is good.
Mattos, a 5'4" freshman out of Reese Puffer. You know, she's got great leadership skills as a point guard. I could see if she keeps developing the way she is, being really one of the top point guards that we've had here at MCC. She really has a well-rounded game. Good shooter, good court vision, all around.
Pass down low, and Taylor unable to convert, but she is fouled. Ayanna Brown gets called for the foul. Her first, team second. And Taylor misses them both. Mattis quickly ahead to Artis Williams. Driving the lane, shot is rebounded there by Lacara Taylor. There's a steal. Artis Williams to Brown, uses the glass, shot doesn't go. Pitts with the rebound. That pass would make Joe Montana envious.
Yeah, she wound up and
sent it on down her teammate who couldn't handle it, and the Jayhawks get the ball. Mattis.
Glen Oaks has gone to a zone defense. I just don't think they have the energy to play man-to-man anymore. You can see them laboring up and down the court here.
Yes. Now Pitts in the lane. Misses it. Bowles with a rebound. Artis Williams gets her own rebound. The putback a little too hard, but there's Sam Taylor for the score.
Artis Williams, a very aggressive player, only 5'2", but she just went right up and grabbed that offensive rebound on her miss. And it was Sam Taylor who got the second offensive rebound and the score.
Lacara Taylor left it there for McMillan. Pitts, three-point shot, in and out. Nice strong rebound by Brown. Ahead to Mattis. Nice little pass. Oh, Taylor couldn't finish, but there was an offensive board by Brown, and she is fouled.
What a great look and pass there, John, from Matos. Again, as we analyze this Jayhawk women's team, I think they got a standout point guard in Matos and a standout post player in Delaney Bowles, and then they have a lot of other parts that Coach Parker can mix in and out, but they really have the foundation of a good team. And like we mentioned before, out of 8 players, just one sophomore in Sam Taylor. All the rest will be back.
Timeout. Glen Oaks, 5:18 left to go, second quarter. Muskegon leads 29-5. John Arter and Tom Kendra back here at Bartels Roadie. Jayhawks with a 29-5 lead. And Tom, that last foul on Glen Oaks was on Serena Pitts, and that's number 3 on her here in the first half. So if somebody fouls out, they're in a world of hurt.
Yeah, that's for sure, John. You may have to suit up and go play out the rest of the game for him. I think that would be a nice gesture on your part.
I think you're a younger man. You'll be able to play with 5. Now Ayanna Brown, who made the first shot before the timeout. She makes them both. Lacara Taylor uses the glass and puts it in.
That's their first field goal in what seems like an hour, but it's just their third of the game.
Bounce pass to Artis Williams. Mattis. Dead ball tie-up. Possession arrow for the Jayhawks. Bowles. Sam Taylor, top of the key, a no-look pass to Mattis in the near corner, and she hits it, but it's only a 2. Very close to being a tray.
You're right, John, and I'm just very impressed with the Jayhawks are a very well-coached team. You notice it on those inbound plays. That was a very well-executed inbound play. Sam Taylor over to Matos for a wide-open 3, almost 3, long 2.
Now Taylor. Shot goes out of bounds. Muskegon ball. Brown, a little pass into Bowles. Hale Sandifer is right there for the third pass and puts it in.
That's just a clinic right there, John. You call that a clinic of half-court, executing your half-court offense. Bowles, an unselfish pass to Shea Sandifer for an easy layup.
Taylor along the baseline, draws the foul. Hale Sandifer called for her first foul, team's third of the half, first of the quarter. First shot is good by LaCara Taylor. And misses the second. Hasseltine called for the foul. Mattis along the near side. Taylor into Bowles. Bowles leans in, is fouled. And if that's on Pitts, that's number 4. It sure is. Fourth foul on Serena Pitts.
You're right, John. This could go for Glen Oaks from a dire situation to catastrophic in a minute with just 5 players suited up for today's game.
Delaney Bowles makes good on the first free throw. Bowles misses on the second. Turnaround jumper by Taylor as she's fouled in the act of shooting. Tiara Williams, first foul.
That's a situation, John, where Tiara Williams just has to go straight up with her hands. Anytime they you make that motion towards the shooter, or like a swatting motion, you're going to get called for a foul every single time.
Taylor good on the first free throw. And misses on the second. Brown. Hale Sandifer, turnaround shot is good.
Those big inside players for the Jayhawks doing a good job flashing into the lane, and then the interior people for MCC noticing that, and good entry passes and easy buckets.
Taylor. Rebounded by Farrell. Mattis along the near side. Oh, right to Hale Sandifer, who finishes.
The Jayhawks' day, John. Even when the pass gets tipped like that, it ends right in the hands of Sandifer going to the basket for another easy layup, and look at that, a 30-point lead.
39-9. Now Pitts. McMillan. Cardiel off the backboard. Nice rebound by Brown ahead of Tiara Williams. A pass. Oh my goodness, if Hale Sandifer would have made that one.
That would have been something.
Yes. Pitts Uses the backboard. Her shot is rebounded by Farrell.
Nice defense there by Ayanna Brown. Arms straight up.
Ooh, a nice look there by Mattis. Seeing Hale Sandifer down low.
Jayhawks putting on a show.
Hale Sandifer getting the start this weekend instead of last weekend. She leads the team with 12 points.
That would be called making the most of her opportunity.
That's right. Cardiel. Williams with the rebound. Quick dish to Mattis. Brown gives it to Farrell. Farrell puts it in.
Nice game so far. You mentioned Shea Sandifer, but also Janaea Farrell. You know, when the Jayhawks start playing the better teams in the league, they're going to need more than just Delaney Bowles inside. And today we're seeing Sandifer and Farrell both stepping up, so that's really good news.
Yes, it is. McMillan. Ball goes out of bounds. It's Viking ball. 35 seconds left to go in the first half. Taylor too far under the basket. Williams. Brown.
Ooh,
Brown
hard
is
foul.
fouled, yes. That was a tough foul. Hard foul.
Ayanna pops right back up, so that's good to see.
Foul's on Taylor, that's her first. Ayanna Brown at the line, shooting two. In and out. She misses on both. Now Taylor. Vikings looking maybe to take the last shot here with 13 seconds left on the clock. And the ball is stolen away by Artis Williams. Artis, little left-hander, layup is good.
Great steal and a great finish. Nice left-handed layup.
And that'll do it. Here at Bartell's Rotary Gymnasium, our score after the first half is Muskegon 45 and Glen Oaks 9. You're watching Jayhawk basketball right here on MCC TV. Bartell's Rotary Gymnasium, the Jayhawk women's team winning 45-9, a good, excellent first half. However, the Jayhawks, not the Jayhawks, but the Vikings only had 5 players bring up here, so create some problems for them, but it's fortuitous for the Jayhawks as they could run.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing a good job running the court, running the floor. That was kind of the game plan, knowing they had 5 people. Missed a lot of free throws, though, and a lot of layups. So, it's 45-9, but we still feel like we left a few out there. So
the Jayhawks aren't playing haphazardly. They're concentrating. They're intense, and they're very unselfish with the ball. Passing the ball, looking for the best shot they can, and it's been working out.
yeah, and we we told them before the game and even again at halftime, we kind of judge ourselves by what we know we're capable of. We don't really judge ourselves by the scoreboard, especially games like this. You got to make sure you're judging yourself of what you know you're capable of and kind of hold yourself to that standard.
The Jayhawks have owned the boards. It's like a 35-6 edge on that, and a couple of them is Ayanna Brown and Hale Sandifer, both with 7. And Brown's rebounds, 6 of them were on the offensive end.
Yeah, well, she's an athletic, long kid. I mean, she can run and jump, and, if you just look at her, her arms are so long. We expect that out of her every game. Now, I'm glad she's doing it this game, but she needs to keep doing that because she's definitely capable of a 6, 7, 8 offensive rebound game for sure.
And you're right in the thick of things. You're only a game and a half behind, who is it now? It would be Mid-Michigan, who leads. They're undefeated. The Jayhawks didn't get an opportunity to play last Wednesday. The game was canceled.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kalamazoo Valley, they decided to scrapped their girls program for this year. Not sure what the issue was. They had some eligibility injury issues, so they didn't decide to do tryouts or anything, which is kind of bad for the girls, but it actually came in a good time. It was the middle of the year. We could have used a day off, kind of rest our girls and have a little fun day. So.
Okay, well, we were just concerned. We thought maybe the girls might have been canceled because of the weather that we've been getting off and on, but it is.
Yeah, no, they scrapped the program. They had a preseason, and then they got some injuries and ineligibility stuff, and I guess they didn't have enough kids to kind of make the conference season. So.
Well, being able to play a lot of players, you have some players coming off the bench. Well, Hale Sandifer started tonight where she didn't start last week, and she's making the most of it. She has 12 points and plenty of rebounds.
Yeah, she's been practicing hard, and we tell them every day, if you practice hard, you're going to find your way in the starting lineup. We don't really care who we play. If you're practicing the way you're supposed to practice, you're going to start, and she's been doing a great job, so very happy to see that.
Janaea Farrell, she seems to be getting more confidence the longer she's on the court. She had out of Orchard View.
Absolutely. Great kid, works really hard, loves the game. That was one of the reasons we brought her on. She just loved basketball. And we knew she was a big body. We knew we could work with her. And, starting to come around, and she's starting to see all the benefits of her hard work, which is nice.
And you have about 3 players that play very well with that guard position in Mattis, Tiara Williams, and Artise Williams.
Yeah, they're athletic. They're fast. And they started out a little slow, the freshmen. It takes a little bit of time for them, but they're starting to come along and get a little more comfortable with the speed of the game, so I'm happy to see that.
Don't want to look ahead. You still have one more half to go. This one seems to be in control.
Yeah.
But you have Mid-Michigan coming up. You have to travel on the road this Wednesday.
That's a tough one, and they're tough always on the road. For some reason, we don't shoot very well on the road. I don't know what it is, but that'll be a tough game. But, let's finish this one first, and we'll worry about them later.
There you go. Any additional things, any wrinkles that the Jayhawks want to do here in the second half?
I think we're going to sit in a little 3-2 zone, work on that, because against Mid-Michigan we might have to run that a little bit, so that'd give us a little extra practice time. So
perfect. Coach, thanks for joining us. Good luck here in the second half.
Sounds good. Thank you.
That's Jaron Etzel, the assistant coach of the Jayhawk women's basketball team. Jayhawks with a strong edge, 45-9 here after the first half. As we get set to start the second half, my partner Tom Kendra joins me as we get set to do the second half of Jayhawk basketball. Always nice to talk to Jaron Etzel and get that slant on the game there. Mentioned they were able to work on a lot of things here, and that game on Wednesday that we thought was canceled because maybe of weather, Cape Valley had to just postpone their team. They had some people early in the preseason, but they just did not have enough players really to move on. So the Glen Oaks Vikings opens up with a possession to start the second half. Kickball will give the ball to Glen Oaks. They'll maintain possession here. Pass out to Pitts. Taylor. Bowles with the rebound. Brown. Sam Taylor, three-point shot off the back of the iron, follows her shot and gets the rebound. Diana Brown back to Mattis. Pass is rejected, but Brown nearly chased down the loose ball.
Yeah, nice interview you had there, John, with Coach Edsel at halftime. We've alluded to it, but really Amanda Parker and Jaron Edsel do an outstanding job. You can see it both with their star players are getting better and the lesser players are really improving.
Steal there by Mattis. Mattis has her shot blocked. It'll still be Jayhawk ball.
And it really showed in that first half. I mean, that's about as good of a half of basketball as the Jayhawks could have played. They shot 53%, and they held Glen Oaks to 11% shooting. So great offense and defense by the Jayhawks.
Diana Brown, a little bounce pass back to Mattis, and she converts off the glass.
All 8 Jayhawks got on the scoreboard in the first half, so they did a good job of getting everybody involved. And Shea Sandifer leading the way with 12.
Constantine. McMillan in the near corner. 6 on the shot clock. Ayanna Brown. Sam Taylor off the iron. Ball's tipped out to Mattis. Jayhawks will reset. Taylor. Bowles double team. Now Taylor, 3-point shot. Off the iron. Pitts rebounds. Turnaround jumper does not go for McMillan. Brown, before she could drive that baseline, traveled. Jayhawk turnover.
Ayanna Brown got going a little too fast that time, but another thing I like about this Jayhawk team is everyone seems to know their role. You don't see players doing things they shouldn't be doing. You don't see Delaney Bowles or Shea Hale Sandifer shooting threes.
Right.
They know their job is inside. Matos and Sam Taylor, they're on the perimeter, and then the other players are sort of all over the court. But it's a good mix of inside and outside players.
Nice defensive steal by Bowles. Bowles, little left-hander is good.
There it is, Matos to Bowles, just like it was at Reese Puffer High School for the past few years. They've brought their show here to the college level at MCC, and we're glad they're here.
Yes, we are. Big help for the Jayhawks. Big boost in the arm. Pass down low. And Hale Sandifer will be called for the foul. That's her second. And an inbound steal there by Mattis. Quickly head there to Brown. Brown, left-hand layup is good.
One of the things the Jayhawks have really been stressing today coming out of timeouts is make your layups, and they've done a good job making their layups. Early on, they missed a few easy ones, but there Ayanna Brown converted. They've been really focusing and finishing their baskets.
Ball's tipped out of bounds. Still Glen Oaks ball. Cardiel. Shot a little bit short. It'll be Jayhawk ball.
It's an unfortunate situation here for Glen Oaks. Just 5 players, and they're all freshmen. Some of them, should just be getting spot minutes, being forced into a full game.
Right.
Just a tough situation.
Mattis, 3-point shot is good.
Sometimes you can forget, John, what a good shooter Alicia Matos is, because she's such a good passer.
Yes.
But if you lay off her, she has a beautiful looking 3-point shot.
Bowles with the rebound. Cross court pass. Mattis to Brown. Oh, right back to Bowles, and Bowles puts it in.
Delaney Bowles there running the floor well, right up the middle of the court, and she gets rewarded for it with a beautiful pass and an easy basket.
Glen Oaks has a timeout. 5:17 left to go. Third quarter. Muskegon 56, Glen Oaks 9. 56-9. Jayhawks in the lead here in the third quarter. And Tom, the Jayhawks continue to stay focused, not haphazard basketball. They're working on their passing, working on their offense and also defense, because they have a big game coming up this Wednesday as they travel to Mid-Michigan, the leader of the conference.
Well, you're right, and I've been very impressed. This is a blowout game, but you're right. They're playing focused and continuing to play well, and pretty much error-free.
Long shot by McMillan goes out of bounds. Jayhawks ball.
Jayhawks led 45-9 at the break, and they've come out and haven't slowed down, outscoring Glen Oaks 11-0 here in the second half.
Now Farrell double teamed by the free throw line. Bowles puts it up and in. Bowles with 13 now.
Nice little high-low post there. Janiah Farrell finding Bowles for an easy bucket.
Cardiel shot is rebounded by Farrell. Artis Williams to Tierra Williams. Brown, three-point shot off the iron. Tierra Williams with a rebound. Top of the key. Now Brown to Farrell. A little bounce pass in is stolen. Hasseltine.
Looked like a travel there.
Sure did.
Ref's got to have a little mercy at some point on the Glen Oaks. Tough day for them.
Nice look down low and converting is Taylor.
Just their fourth field goal of the game.
Williams to Artis Williams. 10 on the shot clock. Tierra Williams, three-point shot in and out. Battle for the ball. Still Jayhawk ball. Good effort. Bowles did not give up on that. Still fighting for that ball and was rewarded with a rebound and a lean in, drawing the whistle, Artis Williams. Fouls on McMillan, that's her first.
All of these Jayhawks, John, like I mentioned, they know their roles and they play them well. I just got my fingers crossed that we don't have any more injuries or ineligibilities, because this is a pretty solid 8, but you get down to 7 or 6, that changes things quite a bit.
It sure does. Artis Williams makes the first free throw. She makes them both. Ball's knocked away by Tierra Williams, and it's a steal for the Jayhawks. Williams looking to pass down low to Hale Sandifer. Sandifer, good pivot foot, puts it in.
Yeah, very nice move there by Hale Sandifer. She's last Saturday it was Ayanna Brown who was kind of the star who rose up for the Jayhawks. Today it's been Hale Sandifer, a freshman from Kalamazoo Loy Norix, really having an outstanding game. I know she had 12 points at halftime, John. And
yes.
What does she have now?
Sandifer has 14.
Okay, so that was her first bucket
Yes.
of the second half.
Mm-hmm. Farrell called for her first foul. Artis Williams with the rebound. Nice pass. And Farrell doesn't finish, but Sandifer does.
There you go, almost on cue. We mentioned the shooting in the first half. MCC 53%, Glen Oaks just 11%, but then when MCC did miss, they had a 35-8 rebounding edge, and they're only continuing to grow on that. That was another nice offensive rebound by Hale Sandifer.
Pitts off the back of the iron. Farrell with a rebound. 4-on-2 break. Artis Williams has it knocked out of her hands. It'll still be Jayhawk ball. Hale Sandifer off the back of the iron. Taylor with a rebound for the Vikings. And Artise Williams reaches in and commits the foul. That's her first.
You mentioned the schedule earlier, John. You're right. This is a kind of a breather game for the Jayhawks. Glen Oaks coming in here winless in the conference, but tougher sledding ahead at Mid-Michigan Wednesday, and then Lake Michigan is here next Saturday.
Yes, Lake Michigan is tied with Muskegon in second place with Ancilla.
That'll be a big game here if people want to come out.
Sam Taylor. Cross-court pass to Artise Williams. Williams with a drive. Left-hand layup is good.
Pretty impressive, John. All these Jayhawks they make a left-handed layup look easy. I remember when I first started writing at the Chronicle, in girls basketball, if someone made a left-handed layup, the whole crowd stood and cheered. These girls are very impressive.
Half of my left-hand layups didn't even make it the height of the rim. Usually. Fouls on Cardiel.
Is that why you would just go in and dunk it instead?
Yeah, go with that high percentage shot.
Okay, yeah.
Artise Williams for three.
That's a nice bonus. Artise Williams, known for her speed, her penetration to the basket, but wow, if she can add a nice jump shot to her mix, she could be a great player here for the Jayhawks.
Williams, baseline, good.
Now a 60-point lead, John.
5 seconds left, third quarter. Long shot, does not go for Taylor, and then we're at the end of three here at Bartels Roy Gymnasium. Muskegon leads Glen Oaks 71-11. Back here at Bartels Roy Gymnasium, Jayhawks with a 60-point lead, 71-11. One more quarter to go. And the Jayhawks will have still stayed within one game of first place Michigan. Mid-Michigan had that extra game on Wednesday, so they were 5-0, and the Jayhawks looking to become 4-1 to stay within one game. Yes,
this game has turned into something of a laugher, but yeah, big week coming up for the Jayhawks.
Yes.
Mid-Michigan and Lake Michigan. The outcome of those two games will go a long way to deciding who wins the league.
Hale Sandifer puts it in. Strong move by Hale Sandifer.
I'm sure the message at halftime from Amanda Parker and Jaron Edsel was, hey, let's not take our foot off the gas. Let's keep playing hard. And
yes.
So far in the second half, John, Jayhawks have outscored Glen Oaks 28-2. So
wow.
I think they heard that message.
Artise Williams brings the ball back outside. Sets up for a three-point shot off the back of the iron. Battle for the ball. Ball's tied up. It's possession arrow in favor of the Vikings. McMillan to Pitts. Sam Taylor ahead to Williams. And Tierra puts it up and in.
We've got to be approaching some kind of record, I would think, for margin of victory here for the MCC women. 64-point lead. They're obviously doing a great job defensively, holding them to just 11 points, and the offense continues to roll.
Yes, it does. Taylor with another rebound. Tierra Williams lays it up and in.
Tierra Williams is such a athletic player. Tough to stop anyway, but especially when you're these Glen Oaks players are just out of energy with no subs. And Tierra Williams just blowing by him. That's her second straight wide open layup.
Bounce pass is stolen by Artrice Williams. And she takes it coast to coast and puts it in. And Glen Oaks has a timeout with 7:40 left here in the fourth quarter. 79-11, Muskegon. John Arter and Tom Kendra back here at Bartell's Roadie. The Jayhawks with a 71-11 lead. And Jayhawks still show balanced scoring. Yet today they have 4 players in double figures.
Yeah, everyone's getting involved, like we mentioned, in this game. And it's normally in a game like this, when it's this big of a lead, you empty the bench. But Jayhawks really don't have much of a bench. Just 3 players there, and they're pretty darn good players themselves,
yes.
like Artrice Williams, Janaea Farrell, Tiara Williams. So it's hard for them to call off the dogs, so to speak.
Right. They rotate in there regularly. Artrice Williams, 3-point shot. Offensive board there by Hale Sandifer. She puts it up in the end. Hale Sandifer is very tough when she gets the ball down the low post.
Yeah, and she's really having a great game. We're seeing her get better every game, John.
She has 20 points today. Now Pitts. Pitts, who committed her 4th foul in the second quarter, has been playing pretty laid back, trying to stay away from the action, to keep in the game. Probably instructed by their coach.
Oh, I would think so, yeah. They're having a hard enough time, John, with 5 players.
Yes.
Imagine if they were down to just 4. It would be like a penalty play, for a power play, I should say, for the rest of the night for the Jayhawks.
Exactly. Pass goes out of bounds. Muskegon ball.
It's nice to see Hale Sandifer and Janaea Farrell both playing better and improving, because as they get better, that'll take a lot of pressure off Delaney Bowles in the middle. She doesn't have to do everything inside, and it'll just help the team.
McMillan with a rebound. Taylor, checked by Sam Taylor. Brown with the rebound. Ahead to Tiara Williams. Williams draws the foul. Cardiel commits her 3rd foul. Makes good on the first. And off the back on the second. Cross-court pass is tipped. Now Cardiel. Ball goes out of bounds off of Muskegon. Viking ball.
You know, John, as well as the Jayhawks are playing, it's kind of hard to imagine. Their top player is injured, out for the season, Kalisa Williams.
Yes.
Imagine if they still had her healthy. Boy, it's scary to think of how good this Jayhawk team could be.
Cardiel nails a 3.
At last. She shot a lot, hasn't made very many, but a nice bucket there that time.
Sandifer. McMillan. Pitts for three.
Now, I was just about to say, Serena Pitts is a pretty good-looking player, a 6-foot freshman for Glen Oaks, but just with no support around her, you kind of feel sorry for her.
Esseltine with a rebound. Pitts again for three.
Here comes Glen Oaks, John. They're on fire. Think it might be a little too late.
It might, yeah, they're going to run out of time.
They've cut it to 64.
Yes. Sam Taylor, far wing. 3-point shot off the iron. Offensive board by Brown. Terry Williams a little too strong. And Pitts comes away with a rebound. Taylor. Artis Williams with a rebound. 3:45 left in the game. Taylor driving the baseline. Ball's tipped away by Cardio and stolen by Taylor. Cardiel 3-point shot hits the front of the iron. Brown. Artis Williams. Artis gets her own rebound and putback doesn't go. And Glen Oaks calls timeout. 84-20, 2:56 left. 2:56 left in this one, 84-20. Jayhawks working towards moving on to be 4-1 in conference play. To keep pace with Mid-Michigan. Over there 1 game back. Making Wednesday's game a very big one for the Jayhawks. Cardiel baseline jumper. Rebounded by Brown, quickly ahead to Tierra Williams. The one-hander push shot. McMillan. Pitts. A little too strong. Tierra Williams. Pass intended for Brown is knocked out of bounds. Jayhawk ball.
Like you mentioned, John, the Jayhawks women here will win their 4th game in a row. The only team hotter than them are the MCC men. They've already won 4 in a row.
Yes.
They'll try for their 5th right after this against the Glen Oaks men. Oh.
And there's a 3 by Brown.
She just ho-hum flipped in that 3-pointer from the corner. I tell you what, if she shoots like that with her athletic ability, she's going to be a tough player to stop.
Yes. You're right. Now Pitts. 3-point shot off the iron. Brown with a rebound. Artis Williams.
Ayanna Brown putting on her point guard cap there. Grabbing the rebound, taking it all the way up the court. A beautiful pass to Artis Williams for yet another bucket. Approaching 90 points, John.
A minute and a half left. Ball is stolen by Tierra Williams. 4-on-2 break. Ooh. Bounce pass a little too close to the feet and went out of bounds. Viking ball.
I think we'll hit 90 points, John, but probably not quite enough time to get to the century mark.
Now McMillan. Checked by Brown. Leaves it for Pitts. Ball is tipped there by Ayanna Brown. Tierra Williams. Left-handed layup is good.
tell you what, they must practice those left-handed layups quite a bit because all of these Jayhawks shoot the ball very well with their left hand, which, you don't see that all the time.
Using the backboard is Esseltine. Artrice Williams loses the ball out of bounds. Glen Oaks ball. 31 seconds left.
Looking ahead to that men's game, John, the Jayhawks heavily favored in that one too, as the Glen Oaks men come in winless in the league at 0-5. So never know, we could see another one-sided game if the Jayhawks execute like they have been.
It's possible. McMillan. Pitts. Battle for the ball. It's possession arrow in favor of the Jayhawks with 5 seconds left. Artrice Williams gets across the midcourt line. She was going to put it up, Tom.
Yes, she was.
We heard a coach say no shot, but she was going to take it to it. But the Jayhawks win 91-22. Jayhawks are now 4-1 on the season in the conference play, 11-5, while Glen Oaks drops to 0-5, 1-13 overall. The Jayhawks with a big win today.
Yes, very impressive, and we kind of knew it was going to be that kind of game, but I'm impressed with the focus that they showed throughout. They really looking good, John, going into a big week.
Well, we want to thank our cameraman up there, Eric Taylor. Thank you, Eric. You did a great job this game. And Rod Van Nordwick in the booth. Tom and I, we're going to take a break with everyone else. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for the men's game as they take on the Vikings of Glen Oaks.